Pow wow, yo, yippee, yay, guys. It's Pow number 36, and I'm always super excited to be with you guys. We're going to dive into the lovely community, thinking what is happening right now, and then talk about what's happening on the SwissBorg network, as always, talking about Earn and the new way how we launched these new vaults. Time to celebrate and talk about, obviously, about Ethereum, talk about some events as well, and how we are growing as an ecosystem. As you guys know, my name is Cyrus Fazel, proud founder, CEO of SwissBorg, always here to serve you. Question of the week, it's all about the Ethereum proof of work. We haven't received airdrop yet by CHSB. Let's first time to celebrate the merge. Congratulations to the entire industry. Congratulations to Ethereum Foundation, the developers, and you guys who believed in decentralization, that believed on a new way that we could become greener, a new way we could become eventually more decentralized, and a new way that we could eventually scale this beautiful infrastructure to get to have beautiful Web3 applications. As you guys know, this happened last week. It was very successfully for Ethereum, but of course as well for DeFi and of course for SwissBorg, which is really great. It hasn't reflected yet in the prices. One of the reasons is that the macro picture is not as good, but I'm sure Paula or Pietro will talk about that this week. We know that there was a fork that most people that believe in this planet wants on the left side with proof of stake, and some other wants to create a new token called Ethereum ETHW, right? Proof of work. So Ethereum work, which is going to be same as Ethereum as used to be, proof of work that will be controlled, where validators will be essentially miners, where now validators are people that are staking, so it could be any people on the planet, much easier than running nodes and running essentially all these big machines, ASICs machines. So we know that a fork, there's in some of our vaults that we're going to receive, some proof of Ethereum work. Essentially, we will be selling those, converting them to CHSB, and then airdropping it to some of you guys. This hasn't been yet implemented. The main reason is that we haven't received these tokens. We still don't know what's the amount. Does it look like this Ethereum work is really going to be a big thing for now, but maybe tomorrow it will be. Anyways, all in all, very secure and a great big way that we accepted this merge. I'm very excited for the industry and very excited for SwissBorg and very excited for DeFi. I'm excited for NFTs, for Web3. And I'm excited for you guys. So this, I hope, makes you feel like now if people start saying it, but you know that crypto is really, it's actually, crypto, it's more energy consumption than actually the entire world or that country. You'll be like, no, that's not true. That's only the case of now Ethereum. I'm sorry, of Bitcoin, which still has its own problems. But, miners getting greener and greener, as we know. And hopefully one day, maybe we'll find solutions that it'll become greener, or we'll move to proof of stake or something else. But we know that now crypto is cleaner and cleaner, and we just reduced a big amount of consumption of electricity and energy. And I think this is fantastic. Community sentiment of the week. Nicobert, our dear engineer that creates a lot of cool stuff with his 3D printer, has talking about we're less than 90 million essentially circulating supply, which is really fantastic. It really shows again, and actually 90 million when you think about it, obviously the price would move. But if we put at this price, someone is able to do OTC with the entire market of CHSZ, that's not a lot of money if you think about it. But of course, if you started buying, then the price would go in other ways. But it really shows that the supply is reducing, that the market is not great, but the SwissBorg community is greater than ever. So time for a bounce, hopefully. And when the market will drive it, it will drive us all into Mars, Venus, or Jupiter, or this new planet, which is called the Borg planet. So I'm very excited about that. There's no introduction to have for Ibrahim. Ibrahim. This is the best interpretation I could do about singing. This is exactly the reason why, Ibrahim, you have to be our lead singer and actor of SwissBorg. This guy is amazing. If you don't know who he is, he's been our lovely singer, our lead singer of SwissBorg. So many cool songs of Aladdin, of legendary other songs from the Queen, and so on. He makes us laugh when we're cold. He makes us laugh when we're warm. He makes us laugh in any way. This is Ibrahim, really a great, cool Borger. Please follow him and just listen to his beautiful voice. Maybe we could do like a breakdance combination where I'm behind Ibrahim and like dancing and spinning on my head and whatever, and you could be like doing the singing, or I could do like maybe something like some beatbox behind you. Obviously not. I think so I'm better in doing what I'm doing today. Talking about love and talking about our community, trust, pilot, effort, like, put us the beautiful 5 stars. We get back to 4.5. We have lost some appetite there. Main reason coming from the fact that most people give us 4 or 5 stars, and people don't have access to the app. Well, essentially they give us 1 stars, which is not very cool. That's not a really great review, but you show that the love and the hate to some extent, or people, I don't know, doing weird things, not happening. So if you haven't did our trust pilot, you haven't give us any review, please do it on the app stores as well. It always helps to have more green love. Talking about love and events, Smart Cafe is happening tomorrow with SwissBorg edition, the SwissBorg Earn edition, with Anthony actually. So it's gonna be a very interesting one. It's at 7:30. Always obviously on Discord. So very looking forward about this one. It's gonna be really cool. CryptoPhil is gonna be the moderator there. But if not, we could as well meet in real time at IRL conference in London, which is happening on the 22nd and 23rd. And I will be in Liechtenstein on October 2nd in Vaduz for a really good conference too. So a lot of different policymakers, so slightly a little different from the other ones, but really good to see what will be the future of DeFi and about how the on-chain and off-chain world are merging together. I'm going to be doing the opening speech, so it's going to be really cool. So looking forward to that one too. And if you want to, there's FinTech Lee. So that's the website. There's still some tickets for Vaduz on October 2nd. Hey, talking about cool events. TedX, thanks for the people who made it. It was in Martigny 10 days ago or so. And it was about the end of civilization that was through metaverse. And I think so this is a very important thing that we have to witness today is we live in democracies, people watching. But we know that over half of the planet is today waking up every day in a dictatorship. And dictatorship, we have no expression of speech. Technology could be used in a very good way, or it could be extremely harmful element in product. We know that the giant techs are trying to bring us as much as possible to have screen time, right? To make sure you're on your phone, you're on your Facebook, you're on your different social media platforms. And this could be, done in a way that's good, or it could be actually very, very, very dangerous. And in the metaverse, it could be something that you eventually won't realize what's the difference between the real life and the virtual life. This is when things could go extremely wrong. So the big hypothesis behind it is, how can you decentralize essentially the metaverse and make sure there's a democracy, there's a community that could own these different protocols and that could regulate these protocols in a way that you're not harming essentially civilization and freedom of speech, and how democracy should be always the key, the answer for human beings collectively living and building together. So this was the whole thing. There's going to have a French version and actually an English version. I do believe the English version I was more comfortable and it went better, but there's a French one pour les francophones. So hopefully the video will be out in a month or so. You'll be enjoying hopefully one or the other. Earn BTC is very good. We went from 10 basis points to over 1% there. So this is a big move for BTC. You probably have seen it. It's a great way to satellite strategy. So it has a medium level of risk. As you guys discussed about risk is how we really portray risk on a technical level, a product level, on a corporate level, and as well as a financial level. We try really to break these down in these 4 different ways and then essentially give a risk to it. This is very good for yield farming, which I really do enjoy. Apalaca, it's a younger project, but it's really a community-driven one, which has great talented people and has a great I would say mindset and philosophy behind it. So we're very interested to very excited, to offer the Earn way with BTC and much more to come going forward. Like your favorite cryptos just start to believably go up to the sun and yield while these markets are still a bit shaky. And talking about risk, this is really what we do. So the tech, non-tech, protocol risk, strategy risk, this is really what we do and how we essentially make sure that we are essentially doing really due diligence on these different strategies, right? From the tech, you see the front end, DOS, GitHub, blockchain, smart contracts, you verify all of that. And look how much there is from smart contracts, right? It's quite a big amount of things. The non-tech is really all the corporate side, as I explained just before. The non-tech, the team, the tokenomics, the TVL, the backers, the bounties. Look into that. And the quant risk is really more based on the protocol risk. So again, on the tech, the continuity, the counterparty, liquidity risk. And the strategy is really on the complexity, the scalability, the sustainability, the yield risk, other specific risks, see if there's cascade incidents that could happen, if there's high leverage between different platforms, how is, the whole combination. And when that's done, we give it a score. If the score is good enough, well, then we offer it or not into the app with different risk levels. The best way to make sure that you are yielding in the most, in the most best way possible for your own appetite. XBorg and Soonie X. Very congratulations to people. It was sold out in 25 minutes. It's over 800 people that buy these 1,111 NFTs. Quite crazy. The price, obviously, of the NFT has actually grown already. You could buy it on the secondary market. XBorg has been really one of strong accomplishments that has been done through SwissBorg and the community. And congratulations for all the people that actually have participated in this. Sooniverse, on the other hand, has minted already almost half of its thing in its first day, half of the NFT in the first day. They will pursue, I think so, a second sale that will happen, but we haven't had the dates yet. However, again, this is, I think so, really interesting to build during these hard times, not to show that SwissBorg, we are recession-proof type of business. Let's talk about CHSB and some beautiful data that goes with it. As you guys know, we just have run a little bit lower than that 90 million, obviously, threshold, which is really good in recirculating supply. A lot has been accumulated in the yield program and as well in the premium, which is really great. Talking about premium, we have 20% more than last week, which is great, 354, which is fine. Protect and choose over 2 million, and we're close to 138,000 SwissBorg CHSB holders in the app, which brings us to the community TedX. Last week we had a really good one, that fantastic bump from the previous one, 7.3, and now we're almost there, which is good, 6.8. Obviously this compares to last week. Everything is pretty much up besides the volume in the app and unfortunately the social media, guys. You have to like and love. But I think so a lot came from the fact Sweatcoin was one of the big thing that drive the app on Tuesday. I don't know if that was in quarter or not. But anyways, things are good. Burger is another one that was really good. I want to talk about as well what I had a conversation at lunch today with the wealth managers and how they're perceiving the future of wealth. And I see wealth management slightly different. And I think some people at SwissBorg and crypto, we feel that very different. I think so. The end game is not to have a portfolio that matches your risk, because we do have different risks. And that's very true. But that cannot be the only element that you have to take in consideration. That is one strong element that you have to encounter. But not only that, like, you know, you don't have to as well only evaluate on performance either. Because obviously everyone likes to perform, right? But when you're buying a house, you're not buying only the house because you're saying like, oh, you know, I bought this 100. I hope in 2 years it'll be 110 or 20. You know, you're buying this house because you imagine building essentially your life in that house or that apartment or whatsoever. And I think so. That's exactly the same thing about investing. You know, when you're buying SwissBorg token, is because you want to use it, you want to stake it, you eventually want to vote on it, and eventually you want to convey this reason to create something different and have that legacy and bring decentralization to the world. Same with the Ethereum, similar to Bitcoin and others. And I think so. Our game here at SwissBorg is always to understand what's our financial identity, or which is our identity, and what we aspire to for ourselves, for our kids, for the people we love around us, and say like, okay, I want this to happen in the future. I want to use this type of product. Therefore, I want to invest into these different elements, these different underlines. And I think so. This is really, really hard to explain to some people that have been in the wealth management, which was very driven by greed and wrong things. But if you only are in greed and you know it, you're gonna very, very bad. I mean, how hard is it to lose 70% on your investment and still to be super happy? It's very hard. It's extremely hard. And in crypto, these are cycles. Tech is as it is. If a thing goes very fast up, it will go very fast down. Maybe it will catch up again and go much even higher. And that's what, you know, we are aspiring to do. But what we do have to understand is that if you only rely on performance, you're going to get cut out at the wrong time. You're going to get back in the wrong time. However, if you visualize yourself, you know, being wealthy and trying to aspire to do better things than just buying a car or buying a house, you know, or spending it on clothes, then you start realizing that, you know, well, you have enough money to be happy as a person, as a family. But what you're really, you know, projecting is the future, and how this future wealth could really, you know, make you more independent, make you more free, but as well invest in things that will essentially bring much more to the planet, to the loved ones, than to you personally. I think so. This is something very, very important. And I really, with that, the last thing is, how do you become a user and an investor, and how you mix those two guys together? So this is what we need to see going forward is, you know, if you're driving a Tesla car, you should have shares and all those things that go together. I hope you guys enjoy this Pow. Like always, be happy, be wealthy, and healthy, and love our CHSB. Take care, guys. Bye.
Through SwissBorg, all assets will have a fiat gateway. And here is the thing.
Premium features gives you zero fee trading.
It's an amazing fiat gateway.
The DeFi path is not an easy one. You will face many challenges and risks. So you'll need the right tools. With SwissBorg Earn, ease your path to the rewards you deserve. No effort, no worries. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy earning on your crypto. SwissBorg Earn.